Hi everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna make this very easy and very basic bandana and I'm gonna show you how. So you're gonna need some yarn. I'm using these three colors and I'm gonna use a 3.5mm hook, a needle and some scissors. I'm gonna start with a magic ring. Gonna secure it and then I'm gonna chain 4, and this counts as our first double crochet plus a chain 1. And then I'm gonna add 3 double crochet. Then I'm gonna chain 3, and this is our first corner. And then I'm gonna add 3 more double crochet. Then I'm gonna chain 1 and add 1 more double crochet. And then I'm just gonna cut the yarn off, pull the yarn through and pull it really tight. And I'm also gonna pull the circle close. I'm gonna start with another color here. I'm just gonna start with a standing double crochet, so I'm gonna add a slip knot to my hook. Then I'm gonna yarn over and I'm gonna work into that chain 4. I'm just gonna make a double crochet. Then I'm gonna chain 1. And then I'm gonna add 3 more double crochet into that very same chain space. Then I'm gonna move over to the corner space and I'm gonna add 3 more double crochet into that. Then I'm gonna chain 3. This is the corner. And then I'm gonna add 3 more double crochet into the same chain space. And then I'm gonna move on to the next space. And I'm gonna add 3 more double crochet into that chain space. Once I have 3, I'm gonna chain 1 and then I'm gonna add a last double crochet into that double crochet from the last round. And then I'm gonna cut off the yarn again, pull it through and pull it really close. Then we're gonna move on to the next color. We're gonna again start with a standing double crochet. So slip knot and yarn over, and then we're gonna go into that very first double crochet. Once you have that double crochet, you're gonna chain 1. And then you're gonna add 3 double crochet into that very first chain 1 space. And then we're gonna move on to the next space, and we're gonna add 3 more double crochet into that one. Then we're gonna get to the corner space and we're gonna add 3 double crochet, 3 chains and 3 double crochets into that one. And then we're going to move on to the next space and we're going to add 3 more double crochets into that one. And then we're going to move on to the last space and we're going to add 3 more double crochet into it. And then we're going to chain 1 and then we're going to add a double crochet into that last double crochet of the last round. And I'm going to cut the yarn off and pull it really close. The next round we're going to start again with a standing double crochet into the very first double crochet from the last round. And then we're going to chain 1 and add a set of 3 double crochet into that very first space. Then we're going to move on to the next space, add 3 more double crochet. And another set of 3 double crochet into the next space. And then we're going to get to the corner. We're going to put 3 double crochet, 3 chains and 3 double crochet into that corner space. And then we're going to move on to the next space and we're going to put 3 more double crochet into that one. And we're going to move on to the next, 3 more double crochet into that one. And then we're going to add 3 more double crochet into the last space. Then we're going to add a chain 1 and a double crochet into that very last double crochet from the last round. Then I'm going to cut the yarn off. And we're going to change colors again. I'm going to start with a double crochet into that very first double crochet from the last round. Then I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to put a set of 3 double crochet into that very first chain space. And then I'm going to add another set of 3 double crochet into the next space. I'm just going to put a set of 3 double crochet into every space. And then we're going to put 3 double crochet, 3 chains and 3 double crochet into the corner space. And then I'm going to continue with sets of 3 double crochet. I'm just going to put 3 double crochet into every space. And this is our last space. We're going to put 3 double crochet, and then we're going to chain 1 and add a double crochet into that very last stitch. Just going to pull the yarn through, cut it off, and you're going to continue in that manner until you have like the size you want. So mine is about 44 centimeters wide, but you can of course make it smaller or bigger if you want to. And we have a lot of yarn tails because I did not weave them in as I went. So we're just gonna pull them through some of the stitches that are nearby. Like this. And then I'm just gonna cut them off. And then we're gonna add a border. So I'm gonna start with a single crochet, and I'm just gonna single crochet into every stitch. Once you're at that first corner, you're just gonna chain 2, and then we're gonna crochet around that single standing double crochet at the end and at the start of every round. And we're gonna put 3 single crochet around every double crochet. We're just gonna single crochet 3 times around every double crochet. On the other side, you're gonna chain 2 again at the corner, and then you're gonna continue adding single crochets into every stitch. Once you're at the top corner, you're just gonna crochet into every stitch, and in that chain 3 space you're gonna add 2 single crochet, then you're gonna chain 2 and add 2 more single crochet into that corner space, and then you're just gonna continue single crocheting into every stitch. Here we are at the end of this round. I'm just gonna cut the yarn off and I'm gonna pull it through, and then we're gonna do an invisible join. So you're gonna need the needle, and you're gonna go through that very first single crochet of the round, and then you're gonna go back into the stitch where you came from. Then I'm gonna turn the work around, and then I'm gonna just weave the end in. Also gonna make a tiny knot here to secure it. And then I'm gonna pull the yarn through some of these stitches. I'm gonna do the same with the other yarn tail. And then we're gonna add some straps in the corners. So I'm just gonna add slip stitch into that chain 2 space. And then I'm just gonna chain until I have like a length of about 30 centimeters or 12 inches. Once I have the length I want, I'm just gonna pull it through, and I'm gonna pull it really close. There you go. Thank you so much for watching.